Alright, welcome back everybody, time to battle. Alright, we are up against my teammate Jaffa, who just unfortunately dropped out of the top 8 of the Invitational. Got a pretty good hand on the draw, one drop into double one drop with a removal backup and eventually a queen. Pretty good. Seems like he might be on my list even. Alright, seems like my game sounds are a bit loud. Turn that down a bunch. Okay, I want to block here, especially because we need this for the banner, potentially. Okay, I think I'm gonna attack first, see what happens. And I think I'm willing to Instigator here, simply because this allows me to do two things next turn, like Pyroknight and Infiltrator. Must have Pummel. That is fine. I think it's better to blow him out next turn. Especially when he has this weird of a draw. Or even just raise and ignore him. But yeah, I think leaving Annihilate open is probably a bit better than Pyroknight. But yeah, that's one of these cases. Interesting. Anything? Where Suffocate would have been so much better. That is sweet. Now, as you can see, we're not gonna play Queen on turn 4 again, delay her turn as usual, and still have the Annihilate open. Got punished a bit for not playing the Pyroknight, but it's okay. I mean, he just has a terrible draw. I assume he's probably on my list, because I think I shared it with the guys already. Alright, first one down, next one up. Arisuko, rank 400. 4 power is basically always a mulligan with aggro decks like this. At least this is a better 4 power hand, but yeah, 4 power is not what you want in your opening hand with this deck. But yeah, Beetle with the Scepter is very welcome, and on the play the Beetle at least has a high chance of getting there, and it seems like our Beetle is gonna get there, and we have more of those. That's great. And yeah, if he plays something that would stall the Beetle, we can just Shogun Scepter to push through, like if he plays, I don't know, something with 2 power. That's quite the non-game. Seems like our opponent has a bad draw that can't beat this. I'll play an extra game for the sake of it. Yeah, that's the nice thing with aggro draws. You just kind of not draw, your opponent has a stumbly draw and they just scoop. WSG Brittany. Interesting name, but yeah, this is kind of like a group of Magic players or whatever. Go by that name. Like a person that I haven't seen yet. I know of Ron and a couple others, but Ron is the one that you see the most and the highest up usually, I think. A pretty decent hand, but only decent for the obvious reason that we have to skip our 1-drop. But the fact that we have double torch against Rakano should definitely help. So yeah, I think kind of interesting. There's a ton of options here actually. Problem is playing these two will likely be prompted with a Valkyrie Enforcer Silence. So I think I do this and this. But it's like close call. Could also go for Ranger. And I think I'm willing to trade here. The Torch. Just running him out of units. Only we would have drawn a power. At least he doesn't have one either. Yeah, I guess Ranger. But yeah, the tension between Outlaw and Ranger is a bit awkward because you kinda want to get both out ASAP for the obvious reasons. I think that was kinda bad because if he would have attacked now, I would have really just traded. I don't think there's much point in attacking. Just hope he doesn't Hammer of Might here. Okay, we'll just drop a bunch more guys. Then we can Jack Snipe. Or not, because he has all the units. And I think I'll just flop this on here to force him to trade with the 4-4. I think I kind of have to attack with everything here, really. To have a shot at racing this with the queen. But yeah, normally Rakano is a pretty good matchup, but our draw is being a bit awkward, unfortunately. And means we probably lose the game. It's good that this stays home. That allows us to draw power into queen and have a shot at winning that race. I guess that also works. Now we can barely edge out this game, potentially. Because the queen is 7, power 13, so if he attacks, we can maybe alpha strike him for the victory. Back swing. Problem is, now we can't, because he can block this, take 10, go to 2, and we do not die on the backswing. So that's nice, so we have a shot still. Unless he draws power. If he draws power, then we just die. And chances are he either has something or power, so we probably just dead. But I don't think there's any better line we can take. Yep, exactly. And yeah, that's like the thing, there's no line around played here. Oh well. Okay, so one more reset because of the unfortunate non-games. I'm gonna redraw this. Double queen is just so clunky, especially on the draw. No matter how good queen is. And of course we mulligan into another 4 power draw. Let's hope we draw business off the top like a 1-drop. And no more power, then we're good. 4 power opening hand is a really big deal for this deck. Especially without a 1-drop. But at least we have powerful cards, so maybe we can make up for it. Alright. Single shot is all it takes. Annihilate is really good here because of our Scepter. Yeah, seems like we are running pretty bad right now. Don't think we can kill either of those. Let's hope he plays a target for Annihilate like Pending Doom. That works too. Boom. Nice. Now things are looking much brighter. Now we have a reasonable shot at things. A bit awkward. Maybe there's an argument to be made for just playing Scepter and passing, so we can do Bandit Queen plus Suffocate the next turn. But yeah. Let's see if the opponent has an answer to this. Chances are he does. Does not. That's great. Kind of surprising. He has a Countess. Wow, that's so rough. 15. Yeah, we basically have to jump here. Backswing 7, 9. Yeah. 8 go to 10. 9. On the backswing we still die, which is a problem, so we need to draw an answer. That helps. Means we have another turn and get him to 10. So we are still in the game at least, but not in a great position. I guess Countess could also be an interesting one-off for the flex slot. Although I kinda don't like having more 3-cost cards, but it's a pretty powerful one, so. No block. Yeah, that's not good. Too flooded. Being behind here and slightly flooding out is too much. We are ahead, we can flood out, it's fine. But playing from behind and flooding out doesn't go very well. Alright, that's it for the first half of the games. Stay tuned for the second half coming up. Thanks for watching.